What is up? The first fucking Patreon show.
Wow.
We're here. Look at this. You get the first
Jerking off
Patreon.
Chuck Mangione.
Jim Stanchos upgraded himself to have a background. I love it.
Same garage, different background. This is the Patreon special. Only on Patreon will I use backgrounds. I just decided that as I was saying that sentence.
Yeah, right before I was getting ready, I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll switch the color. Chuck said, you should. Jim said, you need green for money green. Is that what this is?
Make no mistake about it. This is all about the Benjamins, nothing else.
This is exactly what we're doing. I mean, we could be doing 1,000 other things, playing lacrosse, having any kind of guest on, but instead we're getting straight down to the money green,
PCL All-Star.
What's going on? Jim, who do we have with us today? What is going on with this?
Sorry, I'm trying to get the camera where it looks like I'm still sitting next to Chuck. There you go.
Right there, yeah.
We have Chick Mangione, a special guest, sister or close acquaintance possibly of our good friend Chuck Mangione of Compound fame for starters.
Yes.
So I met Chuck. Me and Chuck met on the In Hot Water Compound couch, and love blossomed from there. And as you see by my backdrop, or MLC or Burning Bridges, Kevin Brennan fans will remember. I infamously molested Chuck while he was trying to talk to Kevin on the show by rubbing his knee. And like I said, and then we actually, really historical stuff all around. We hung out the day before Connecticut was locked down at our favorite, my local bar.
Oh, really? You guys were at the
were
pub?
Together for all the big moments of history. And Chuck himself is well known in the Connecticut comedy circuit. He helped Vinnie Brand open and manage the Stress Factory up here. So, yeah. What up, Chuck?
I love it.
Chick?
It's been a good fucking time. I believe that a year ago I'd meet this fucking guy. And actually have a friend for life. I mean, look at it. Look at the way he rubs my legs. Stancil.
Yeah. Get over there. Get that leg
Come
rub.
on.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
Man. I knew that was a friend for life. And me, Stancil, and me have been friends ever since. It just so happened that we were all from Connecticut. And, I mean, the books are written.
The book,
written.
like
that
you said.
Good. That was no, I don't think anyone understands how biblical that day was. That was the day Kevin Brennan went on Burning Bridges and decided not to talk. He said, I'm not saying anything. And then Keith the cop came out and had to have a conversation and negotiate on air.
Oh, my God.
Downfall of Burning Bridges. Now, that same
Huge mistake by Keith. Just a terrible idea.
Yes.
What a fucking faggot. How about that?
Wow.
Now that's a Patreon.
Now
it's a
Patreon.
Patreon.
It's a Patreon.
It's officially a Patreon episode.
Yeah. Take that out. Take that out.
Hey, take that part out. Take that part out.
Put it in there, faggot.
Yeah, we'll leave it in. I mean, you might as well. The fans are going to be signing up for this. They've been asking for Patreon episodes. So
Okay.
I said,
well, on a Patreon, you get a hard FAGGOT.
Very hard.
Double G's all around on Patreon.
So anyways, that was the day that me and Stancil and Mead met. And that was also the day that Chuck Mangione was born.
Hey-o.
that's
the
right.
name. Okay.
We were at In Hot Water earlier.
Uh-huh.
And that was a day, man.
No, Chuck Mangione
That was
still the
Chuck
reason
was
they
born.
use Chuck Mangione music to fade in and out of In Hot Water. He is the reason for the In Hot Water intro and outro music. That is a fact. You can look it up. It's in the fucking history books. You don't fucking believe me, then fuck you!
Yeah. Chug that shit down, Jim. Woo! Look at that. It went straight at Chuck's head, but right through it. I like it. I didn't see it slam against the wall. Now, Jim, you're
There's no
fired
wall.
the
It's a
fuck
couch.
up. I know. Oh, yes. That's what I was going to say earlier. Even if you didn't know that was from Burning Bridges, I mean, you see that couch. You know the pictures. You've seen Bill Schultz asleep on it. You've seen Chino Bisconti asleep on it. I mean,
You've seen
how
Timmy
many?
Holly thrown off of it.
Yes, you've seen Timmy Holly thrown off of it. Speaking of Timmy, he actually recommended Chick Mangione here for the show. So I reached out and I said, hey, would you guys like to come on? I was like, wow, what a recommendation. Because he said, I don't want to see any more Little Dick shows like Friday night. And I laughed my ass off. I said, CJ, I'm sorry, that one may have not been for fellas of your status. It won't happen again anytime soon. But yet, still a fun show. Just more ladies and guys, I guess.
Chick entered the fold this spring, summer as well. And like her esteemed brother, just fucking good people. Yeah. Fucking funny as shit. She's a doctor. And she could beat all of our asses, probably.
Really?
Yeah.
She owns a house. And, let's talk about, can we lead off, Chick? What was the video you punching that guy in the fucking jaw the other day?
I need it.
All right, well, first of all, he was being a pussy. And that was it.
Classic.
Years ago.
He was just being a pussy. He was playing video games. He wasn't trying to hang out. And I'm like, fuck you. Do you want me to hit you harder? And he was like, at first he was like, yeah, hit me. And then as you could see, as I went for the right straight, he was like, no. Because he saw the power.
Oh, shit.
And he was fucking pissed.
Now, this was the guy you were seeing.
It was Mark Random when I first saw it.
Like you were seeing this guy as like a boyfriend type material, and he was just playing fucking video games for real?
Not at all. He actually tried to rape me at one point.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Go ahead.
What happened?
Like that.
Let's hear it.
So then there was this one night where I pretty much drank a half a jug of sangria.
Okay.
And I was feeling myself. I'm like, all right, yeah, amped up, ready to
I'm gonna get raped.
I'm like, yeah, sangria, let's go. And this guy was talking shit. And so he keeps talking shit, and he's like, "Oh, you're a pussy," and I'm like, "Yeah,
why is he
I'm a pussy."
That's what he was saying to you. He was calling you a pussy.
Yeah.
What is this guy's? What is this? Does he know how to? Never mind.
Did you see what he looks like?
No,
Mark Random. He's like Mark Random.
But would that be a dig on you? Because I mean, you're a pretty lady, and to go after a guy like that, what was his wallet fat? Is that what was happening?
Here, Pinky.
Like I said, he's a faggot, so there was
His
only
dick
one way
was
to take care of
thin.
that.
So he's gay, but he was going for the rape.
They call that a grape.
Hey, a grape. That's what my
Brian
head looks
McCarthy.
like. And this ski mask here, a big old grape. Jim, I love the new hat. Where did you get
Thanks. I saw it. I wish I can give. I want to say that Karate Tom. Is that a person?
It might as well
Somebody on
be.
Twitter. God bless him. He's doing what he loves. But I saw it and I hit him up. I was like, "Where'd you get that?" He said, "Just get it on Amazon." So
I don't know whether to think that you should be the only person to wear that hat, or if you should be the last person to wear that hat, because it's so hard not to look at you when you got something going on. When you're raging, you're always in front of the camera. It's like,
well, I made a big mistake. It's a big mistake. After I bought it, I saw it. It said there's one that says "Made You Look Again." So I'm just gonna give this to a homeless person and buy that one.
Well, why don't you get the "Made You Look Again" and switch them out mid-show without telling anybody? Like duck down to reach for something and then put the other hat on.
Wow. Hold on, I'm busy.
I know it looks like it. You're real busy over there. You're curling. Oh wait, that's not a curl.
Oh my God.
Over there. Hey.
Hey, I'm not trying to pitch a tent on camera, all right?
That's all right. That would be a massive tent.
All right, get the tweezers out. You're going a little too large right there, guy.
Ooh, wow.
How about that?
Fine.
Good grip.
There you go.
Anyway,
use 2 fingers.
classy show.
It is. This is
Super classy.
it's the best.
We got
Chuck.
a brother, a sister, a rapist. What are we talking about now?
Yeah, this is good. I don't know. There's so many
Fuck
ways
that
we can go
guy.
with this.
I dare someone to try and rape my sister. Let's see what comes out on the other side.
Yeah, I mean, Chuck, you're a big fella. You look like you could probably kick some ass. Have you recently been in a
Oh,
fight?
Chuck can.
No,
Chuck can. Go ahead,
no.
Chuck.
I've recently, I'm trying to recover from fat.
Oh,
Yeah, I used to be in really good shape. I used to be in really good shape like 2 years ago. Then I bought a house, and that fucked me in the ass. So
yeah.
I'm trying to get back in shape.
House is a weird name.
I started training jujitsu and shit, and my coach was like, "Oh, you should get a Fitbit." So I got a Fitbit.
So they can keep track of you.
And yeah, but I can't really figure it out. Apparently, last week I jerked off for 14 miles. And
Really? That's great.
You son of a bitch.
How much cocaine did you do before you had 14 miles? That's a large one.
Couple 2-3 grams.
Hey, that'll get you going. You won't. Shit. What is he doing over here?
Punching myself.
How? I love it.
That's what I love about my sister, though. I have no worries. Like, I dare you to try and fuck with my sister.
Yeah, she's gonna kick some ass.
Well,
Right?
Chuck, you also do you do fucking mixed martial. What do you do?
Yeah, but barely.
The
But
jiu-jitsu?
barely. I do enough.
I did. I tried Taekwondo when I was a kid, and I couldn't stop fucking
What are you,
laughing.
a fag?
I couldn't stop laughing at the guy. Like the whole. It's gay. No, he was fucked up. Like he was. What did he call it? A dojo? But he was serious about it. He's like, you must enter the dojo with no shoes, and I just started laughing. I'm like, what? Is it that serious? It just looks like a fucking gym, dude.
It's
And,
serious.
I don't know whether I quit or whether he asked me not to return. But
Orange belt,
Hey,
2
if
tips.
you guys want me to be completely honest with you,
go ahead.
Every day, I've been going to that gym for like 6 months. Every day I walk into that gym,
Like 1 time a week.
every single girl in that gym could whip my fucking ass.
Beautiful. Really.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's very humbling and it makes me feel like a bitch.
So it's not like a Planet Fitness type place where people are taking.
No, they don't give you
acting like
pizza. They
fags.
give you a fucking elbow in your nuts.
Okay. I mean, I don't know whether I'd like that. I
I mean,
think
if
I'd
you're
rather
into
have the
that.
pie. Yeah.
Yeah, I do karate. Orange belt, 2 tips, no big deal. And my master, not kidding, Master Malcolm, he was black.
Master Malcolm.
I'm not
Sounds like
kidding.
the
I
roles
have
have
a
been
picture with
reversed.
I have a picture with him with his arms around me from behind. That's a fact. It's up in my
Okay.
living room.
Is that a good thing?
And
I gotta see this picture, Jim. You just pointed
Just
at it.
Wait, I found Master Malcolm.
Wait. Do you have Jedi
maybe at the end
action
of the
figures?
show, I'll run and get it for the finale.
Finale. Fanuc. Yeah. Yeah. Didn't we get called some Fanucs on Twitter today?
Fanuc means faggot.
Yeah. Somebody
Well,
called
do
us
we
that on
want to
Twitter.
cover? Do we want to
But that's
cover the
not
current
even-
events of
I mean,
MLC?
if you'd like to get into it a little bit, Jim, that's fine because the fans will be
well.
signing up for this. I mean, now you'll have to give a little backstory to Chick here because she knows about the show because she watches this show and Joe Rogan. And so they're definitely both talking about this show a lot. And so she knows a little bit, but not the details of what's going on with MLC, with Chad. She knows Chad's a hack. I mean, she said it earlier. Yeah.
That a girl.
Go ahead, Jim. What do you got?
Sorry, I was busy rubbing Chuck's inner thigh.
No, it looks very mesmerizing.
No, just yesterday on MLC, Kevin was spitting the fire, and I loved it.
Uh-huh.
Shitting on Chad for blocking people,
Yes.
and he was half shitting on us, but
Eh.
he shits on everybody. I love it. I still love it. He
Yes, you
doesn't
have
wanna-
to.
And he's right, because he's right. He is above this bullshit.
He's above Chad,
But-
too, though. That's what the fucked up part
Yes.
is.
But what is there? There's nothing to do now. So it's like, what? So it's
There's
either
plenty
sit-
to do,
and
man. There's
Here's the
plenty
thing. Here's
to
what
do.
I'll say. This is all I'll say, and then I'll let you go. But Kevin's making his money anyway. So who gives a shit if us or Chad or his other retarded followers are doing shit or getting ahead? He's still collecting his paycheck, baby boy, as he should. But it's like there's no other shit going on, Kevin. Like this is the bullshit. Like is either do shit like this or be bored, Kevin. So come on back, just relax.
Yeah.
I'm sure he appreciates being told to relax.
Hear me
Yeah.
out for 2 seconds.
All right, go ahead.
Kevin
Go
knows
ahead.
what the fuck he's doing.
Absolutely, that's what I mean.
Okay, Chad can suck a fucking dick.
All right, Chuck.
We'll
The
cut
tales
that.
of Kevin Brennan trying to do the same thing that he does. He goes, oh, well, I'm not that fucking great in comedy. For what, 45 years? You fucking hack. He looks like the Florida version of Rich fucking Voss. Shut the fuck up, faggot. Yeah,
Wow.
need of a BMW? No, because you don't have one, you faggot.
Rack him,
Sucks.
Rack him, rack him up.
I cannot stand him on Kevin Brennan's fucking podcast.
Listen, Chuck, you're
He
making a good
interrupts
point.
the show for nothing.
Yes, but listen to this. This is where I
Rack
was confused, but I'm starting to understand the way that Kevin works. Because if you go to the Patreon and you look down at all the latest Patreon episodes and you start reading the comments, nobody likes Chad. Not a single fucking comment
He knows
besides
exactly.
Dominic.
Yeah.
That's
So,
why they keep
so
putting him
everybody
on.
like there's 2 or 3 comments of people canceling Kevin's Patreon. What the fuck is that? He had Levy on 2 weeks in a row. I love Levy. A lot of people don't. You know,
He's the best.
He's great. He is the best. But like the fans are starting to treat it as such. Like Kevin should be doing the normal shit like as he would if he was in the studio. It's just not the fucking case right now. So he's splitting the feelers out with Chad because he knows that Chad's going to get himself in trouble on his show. I mean, that's got to be the only fucking reason. I mean, Chad moved to Florida after getting in trouble in Cleveland, getting in trouble in L.A. It's only a matter of fucking time before he blows it at Side Splitters, right?
Kevin knows exactly what he's doing.
You guys like Girl Scout cookies?
I love the purple box.
Chad is a fucking tag-along.
Right.
Love those.
That's all he's doing. He's ripping
love some tag-alongs.
Shut up, chick.
Oh, come on. That was a good tag.
Yeah, chick firing up a heater.
Is
what
that a
up?
cigarette or a joint?
That is a Siggy Sig, baby boy.
Right,
look at the way she did it. You guys are lighting up right after I put mine out. This is crazy. Look at them reds. Yes, Jim. You're getting after it. I enjoy it.
Listen, he knows what he's doing.
Yes.
Chad, and he announced yesterday Chad was not his official co-host.
He did. Well, that must have been at the end. I didn't catch the last 20 minutes.
But
the funny part is, though, did you hear the part where Chad said he unblocked everybody?
Right.
Not the case. I reached out to 2 or 3 people. They're still blocked. So he's a fucking liar again. You know, it's whatever. Like at this point, it's just hack shit. Like I'll still listen. Of course, it's the best show, but I'm gonna whatever comes out of Chad's mouth is one ear out the other. I mean, really, what pool does he have? What? Not
see. I guess it's pure entertainment for me. It's almost like people not liking it makes me enjoy it, and I know you guys know that. But
yes, of course. I mean, that's what drew us to the show in the first place. You know, right, I was listening. I had no idea who Kevin was. I was listening to Artie Lang's podcast a few years ago, and I heard Kevin, and I just love the fact that he was an asshole to Artie. And I was like, everybody's always blowing Artie. You know, anytime they're around him, like Artie, I love you. Kevin was the only guy I heard on that show. He was like, "Fuck this," you know, I'm out of here. I was like, I gotta check this guy out. And fell in love with Burning Bridges and his show, and it's on from there, you know.
Listen, this is Patreon, so I may not have said this. So this is for the Patreoners.
This is for the real fans.
Real fans, real people, all the time. SMC. Just made that up. Rack me. And the thing about SMC, what was I going to say?
Yeah, you were going to say something about him.
I'm so caught up in my fucking saying shit.
That's all right.
Oh, Kevin, for the most part, obviously Neil, Gary Gulman, there are many exceptions.
Yes.
Actually, there's a lot of exceptions. But for the most part, if Kevin shits on you on the show, it's usually people like, who did he shit on? He shit on Barry Ribs yesterday.
Yeah.
He shit on us. He shit on, who else did he shit on? I loved it.
He shit on Bigger Staff, I think, didn't he?
Bigger Staff. Like, I gotta watch these 2 fat fucks fucking eat.
I love how he called it a pie contest. I started laughing at me. I was like, what the fuck did he get pie? A pie contest, like we promoted it so hard as McDonald's, and he's like, oh, the pie contest.
2 fat fucks.
He said, fucks. I gotta, you know, Ski Mask. He's in my inbox trying to get me to do his show. And you know, what's his pie eating? Yeah.
The best part was he knew it was a fucking McDonald's contest.
I know. Yeah. He knows what he's doing.
That's why Kevin's the greatest.
And he knew we were gonna fucking talk about it, whether it's Patreon or not. You know. It's great.
What do you want? What's your State of the Union? I don't know. Let's hear from Chick.
Chick, what's going on with you over there?
You know, smoking cigarettes.
How's
the world? How's the world?
Fucking African American poor child with no air conditioning in here.
No AC.
Walls. But
Wow, you really do live in. Well, you live somewhere.
I live somewhere.
Wow.
But you really do live there. How is the world treating you these days?
It's good, you know, unemployed.
Oh.
Fucking love being unemployed, you know, go to the pool, go to the beach.
Go to the mailbox.
Go on boats. I love people with boats. Like, I like to use people for shit.
Yeah, I like this shit.
Girl.
You know?
Yeah.
Like Karen Fian, but 30 years younger.
Sounds like every ex-girlfriend I've had.
Don't say that about my sister.
Wait.
I don't know
30
what that is, but yeah, sure.
She's not no, you're not a whore.
Yeah.
Do you have an OnlyFans?
What?
Chuck, go on mute. You have an OnlyFans?
Not be a wrinkly fucking curtain whore.
Whoa.
Go ahead. It seems like Chuck wants to expound on Karen Fian.
Yes, it looks like Chuck
has... He's still mad. He's still mad.
Wait, did I say Chad?
I'm not sure what.
Flash. Start the Z.
Oh.
Karen Fian is she's an illiterate, dumb whore. What mid-40s?
Is she
Right.
mid-40s? I didn't think she was that old.
Look like a squirrel.
Oh yeah,
I had no idea. I thought
she's
she
in her
was.
40s.
I had no idea she was that old.
absolutely.
Oh, she is that old.
Wow.
Kevin was joking when he acted surprised that she was in her late 20s. He knows how old she is.
Okay.
Nah, she's old as shit.
Rack me.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I still would.
Love how you just have another one on deck. Load
That
that.
doesn't say
Throw
much.
it against your wall.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck that shit.
Now, I did see some Twitter feedback. Who was it with? That the fans would pay big money to get you guys on an OnlyFans, you and Mead, with some of these comic chicks that are on there as well. Would that be something you're interested in, Jim Stansel?
In what kind of format?
Well, listen, it's going to be a video of you,
Doing illicit things?
yeah, gagging.
Well, I'd never. Oh, gagging. Yeah. Well, it's a Patreon. Yeah, I'd gag Karen for you.
Yeah. Who's going to record it?
Bagging on Phil's dick right behind him. Like,
Yes, he was doing a little skiing right there with Phil. Now, is that Stansel? That's you sitting next to Phil, isn't it?
yeah. Yes, see,
Okay.
there it is.
Yeah, that's me. Oh, I'll get out of the way.
Are you wearing cargo shorts in that picture?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, that's me rubbing Chuck's leg. The infamous day.
Wow. The big
That was
day.
I remember Kevin.
Melted down.
I wish we could recreate that day.
Well, we have many a time.
Hey. So,
That was. I remember Kevin's. I went back and watched that guy. Jim Stansel was rubbing his leg. Like, what the hell kind of show is this?
that guy Jim Stansel, you've been a part of the show for so long, man. You were like the first original super fan that I came across.
I was not.
The first one that I came across on Twitter when I started getting into the
I
Twitter
appreciate that.
and all of that.
No. I always give respect. Gil Bravo, OVO, Cool Cat. They were all there before me.
Oh yeah.
I always pay my respects. Who else? You probably can. The classics.
Oh yeah. I could get OVO to call in right now and do some shitting on Chad.
Have him call in.
Shit on Chad.
I'll call him. Yeah, I'll send him a link right now.
Hey,
Fuck it.
can we call Chad?
No, I don't have his number anymore. I think he changed it.
Who does?
I was
Who
gonna say.
has his fucking number?
Well, he did my show 3 times.
Really? Not one club manager in the fucking country.
Hey, cut that. Put it on Twitter. Put it in the highlight reel for the Patreon. This is for the real fans. If you do notice, I don't have the green screen or any of that format. This shit gets personal on the Patreon. That's what we're doing here, okay? I don't have the whole look. It's a different color.
People out here.
Well, what's that?
It's normal people out here, you know?
We're just chilling. Yes, I mean this is my normal get up. This is what I wear when I go out and meet the ladies. The green ski mask, the pink is for radio with a collared shirt and an interview.
I feel like the green ski mask is very presenting.
What does that mean?
Yeah, very formal.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Phil, I'm sorry, Chuck. Obviously, is a faggot.
Right.
Go ahead.
I like thick. What can I say?
Go ahead.
So he's actually, green is his favorite color. So yeah, he's actually into whatever's going on right now.
Oh,
I noticed the change in his demeanor as soon as you change mask. He was like,
is that why he likes my new painting? Does he like is that why Phil? He loves my new painting on the wall. He also loves that vinyl record behind my head and the
Is that a real painting?
Yeah, I just picked it up today, dude.
I don't believe it.
Yeah,
Go touch
really
it.
gets, yeah. He's into
I thought that. Oh, you're kidding. I thought that was. Go touch it. I still don't believe it.
All right, hold on. Let me set up
I
the
thought that was
camera.
a green screen this whole time.
No, that's a new painting I got.
Like gracefully,
I don't believe it. Oh wait, this thing.
You'll make Phil happy.
Yeah.
Stansel, we're very into artistic abilities over here. Okay.
I love how he brings you into this.
Look at this. Oh wow! It really. Okay, I believe you.
You believe it now?
As long as
What kind
I
of trees are those?
myself, I can take you into
These are
it.
pine trees.
Don't look like pine trees.
Love me some pine trees.
What the hell kind of pine trees are those? They look like palm trees.
They make me want to trip on some psychedelics.
Well, in East Texas, the pine trees
Wow.
are all over the place.
Get lost in
That's why
those
they call
pine
them woods.
trees.
Right. I gotta hang this bitch back up.
Hey,
Hang it up. We can't hear you.
Let me
Good
see
for
your
you.
hosting abilities. I want to see you take over the show.
Okay. All right, psychedelics. Let's talk about psychedelics.
Oh,
Psychedelics.
boy.
Well,
Boy.
well,
Chick,
for
go,
starters, psychedelics definitely turn Chuck into a faggot. That's for sure.
Oopsie-daisies, we call it.
Oopsie daisies.
I love that. So we did acid a few times, and some better than others. Let's talk about, Chick, if you want to take this one, the highlights and the lowlights.
All right, first time was great for everyone except for Chuck.
Poor Chuck.
He was basically looking into the fire like, what is my life? Where do I go? Who do I do? What do I do? Who am I? What am I? What do I do? What do I go? What do I go?
Which happens. I mean, that's the classic, like, shitty trip, right?
Kinda.
Well, apparently, it happens to other people too. So like 2 weeks later, same psychedelics, and I'm like crossing my legs on the side of my shed, and I'm like,
Sounds normal.
who am I? I just bought a house. I'm so cool. I'm so fucking cool. I hate my life. Slit my throat. Like,
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, I played the move. I was like, oh, I'm gonna go to bed. I try and go to bed, and it was like 10 o'clock. I go to bed, and I'm looking through my drawers to find clothes, and I'm looking, and I open every drawer like 5 times, close it, open, close, and I'm like, I can't find anything in here. What's happening? Like,
Oh,
where are
no.
my clothes? Where's my soul? I couldn't find anything. So I was like, okay, I fucking get it.
Where's my soul?
Same.
It sounds like the one time I did drugs, I was looking for my soul too, and it scared
You
the
know?
shit out of me.
Yeah. And so the only way that I got out of it was after I realized I'm not finding anything in my bedroom. I went outside and I decided to go sit next to the shed again, and I see a fucking raccoon.
Oh.
But at first I was like, oh no, you're just tripping. Like, there's nothing there. You hear rustling, like, you're fucking tripping. All right. 5 minutes later, as I'm throwing rocks at the ground, like, oh, where's my soul? Not in these rocks. Not in this rock. Not in this rock. Not that rock. A fucking raccoon pops up next to me and is like, hello. And I fucking booked it. And I was actually so grateful for that raccoon. And I will never welcome any other raccoon into my yard again, except for that one, because I was actually happy. Like, thank you for taking me out of that bad trip.
Wow.
She came into my arms like, ooh, what the fuck
I
happened?
hate raccoons. They're yuck. They're ugly and
Raccoons
fucking
are
gross.
ugly. You heard it here. They're yuck.
Goddamn coons.
They love carrots though. You can throw carrots at them all day and
Oh,
they'll bring the
that's
whole
good to know.
family. Yeah.
Carrots.
Watermelon works better.
Watermelon works well too.
We also did psychedelics, and we went for a swim off of our
You went
co-host
swimming
Andy's boat,
on-
and we were going for a swim, unbeknownst to us, in a rip current, and we
Jesus Christ.
we almost laughed to death, literally.
And you were having
luckily-
fun. You were having a
yeah,
good
we were literally drowning, and they were just
Literally.
laughing at us on the boat.
And the boat was just chilling. And we're like,
This isn't sick.
let's fucking go.
Yeah. So luckily, we're both athletic and strong, and we made
Strong
it.
boys.
If we were normal people, probably be dead.
Ski, I was like, yo,
So,
let them be. They got it. They're okay.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like anybody who's doing drugs and going swimming, they have to have experience in doing drugs before.
Well, I
If it was
thought-
like
look
one
at
of their
this guy.
first,
He's
if
an
it was one of the
athletic
first 5 times, they'd be like, no, maybe that sounds like a bad idea.
Oh, that was my second time or
Jesus,
second.
good night. I did psychedelics one time, and I'm already kind of a psychoactive guy, so I knew it was gonna fuck with me, and that's exactly what happened. I thought I was dying the entire time, and I'll never do that shit again. I can't.
Yeah, I just did it for the first time a couple months ago for the first time, and I don't know, I've been enjoying it. You got to have the right. There was one time it kind of was dumb, but it was all because people were coming and going.
Yeah.
Not at your house. It was the time we did it at Aunt Mead's house, and that was the only time it sucked. But it's because the people sucked. And but other than that, I enjoyed it. Like, it's a little journey. Like, if you don't get addicted to shit, which people do, I don't know. I don't see anything wrong with it. It's a way of, I don't know. It's like something different, especially now when you can't do anything. It's a way of kind of going on a little field trip. I look at it.
Field trip, yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
one. Yeah, fuck yeah.
Are you happy that I introduced you to it, or would you rather have never known about it?
No. I am happy. I mean, like I said, I like to do. I control. Like I'm not a person to get like addicted to shit like that. Like I'm not gonna do it. But I do it when we do it and in a group, and I don't have a problem with it. Like, but it hits everybody different.
Hey, I'm just telling you.
Again, I'm still a novice.
You can do it for 10 years, and one day it's gonna grab you by the balls, and you're gonna be like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah, but you learn shit from that, right?
Yes,
You learn.
exactly. Thank you. It's not a bad trip. It's like, oh, okay, I have to fucking reevaluate.
It wasn't like,
Hey.
but you learn shit from it, right?
Fuck yeah.
Doctor.
Fuck
Come
yeah.
on. You don't turn into a rock or a turtle like I did.
Nah,
You
I like turtles.
Oh, I turned into a turtle like you. I was like,
Now, were you guys doing acid?
this time
Yeah,
it
the
was
first
acid.
time was mushrooms and then
Yeah.
acid.
Yeah, I took shrooms. I knew acid would be too much. I ate 4 grams of some lab-grown shrooms in high school, and the guy I was doing it with was very experienced, so he was going to take care of me, right? And then I was also my other friend. Well, the guy who was supposed to take care of me started freaking the fuck out, ran out into the street, and went to sleep in the middle of the road. My other friend was in my room. I was at my mom's place still, and was like melting. So I was sitting on the couch like, well, I'm fucked because it's going to kick in any second now. And it did. And my phone started ringing. And every time it would, I thought it was the Grim Reaper. And then I tried to call my friend's dad. Apparently, I called him 57 times, but I was giving him the opposite directions to where we were at. We were. And it wasn't until like my stepdad got home, and I remember that it was the Eagles playing the Cowboys, and that's when it finally like I could calm down because I knew that once he was there, I'd be all right. And the only thing I got to enjoy is when the players were running across the screen. Their cleats looked like those old ring-up telephones going across the screen. I couldn't stop laughing. You know, the ring-up, that's what it was. When they were running, they would be a touchdown, and their cleats would just fucking turn into telephones.
You mean a rotary phone?
Yes.
Yeah, I had one of those in my house like 2 years ago.
Nice. My grandma still has one. It doesn't work, though.
We still have one of my parents.
Not have your phone. I've realized it's no good for anybody.
If you don't have your phone?
Yeah, you shouldn't have your phone.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
yeah.
Oh, when
You know what?
No.
If I would
Every
have put
time
my
I did it, I got rid of it.
If I would have put my phone away in my drinking days, I'd be a lot better off right now. I'd probably have a house.
That too.
I don't know.
Hey, can I say one thing?
Go ahead.
I want to preach out
One.
to Stancil. Thank you for trusting me with putting your first psychedelic experience in my hands.
Everybody give it up for Chuck.
Right.
Give it up for
First
Chuck.
one was- absolutely.
Did I not point you in the right direction?
Yes.
Absolutely. So the
Like-
first time was with Chuck, and he was coaching me the whole way. Like, unfortunately, I think the first round kind of sucked. But
I didn't want to take you too deep.
Yeah.
yeah, it wasn't your fault. Like, I took 2 that night, and it was that night, and I took 2 like a couple weeks ago. I was like, Jesus Christ. So, but the point is that Chuck, like, even though it didn't work, he was coaching me through it, when to have a little joint, when to wait, when to not take more. So, yeah, I mean, really, this guy just has my heart, boy.
You fucking faggots.
Faggots.
Suck his dick again. I dare you.
This
Now-
right and left thing is really fucking me up.
What's fucking you up? Are you mirrored right now? You can unmirrored. You do know that.
Nope, don't know that. I don't know anything about technology. How do I
Yes,
do
yes. Let me guide. Are you on a laptop, Jim?
it? Nope.
Okay, never mind. Are you
He's
on
in
a
the
cell phone?
garage.
Well, I know
a phone.
that.
I'm on a
Where you
phone in a garage.
Yeah, I would have to go to the
Do
settings
have
on
a
the phone.
$22 phone holder now. 'Cause
Hey-o,
things are really looking up.
Holder. Okay. Yeah, if you go to the video settings, it should be a setting on there, a little box that you click that says mirror video or unmirror.
You'll only get this on Patreon, let me tell you.
Patreon.com/SkiMassHosts.
Meeting settings?
Yeah, well, you can go there too, and it should be, you'll see something called video settings, and it should be in there. This mask looks retarded.
Not in there.
Just fucking
I like
sweating
it.
like a
Ooh, I
greasy
can
guinea
touch
over
up my
here.
appearance?
Yeah, you can touch up your appearance and make yourself HD. You did not know that.
Should
Look
I
at
do
you.
that?
I
Ski
mean,
mask. It looks like
See what happens.
Slimer came on your face. I love it.
yeah, no, it looks like a big load from the Nickelodeon channels just landed on me.
Great
Oh,
show.
yeah.
Do I look better now?
Great show.
You always look good,
Do I
Jim.
look
It's hard
better?
to. Well, the green
touched
screen
up
is
my
hard to
appearance.
tell.
Yeah, your muscles look a little bit bigger.
Ooh, you look like you've been really lifting the weights. I like
ran
it.
a mile. And fuck you.
A whole mile?
Chuck. I ran a mile and then I did push-ups and sit-ups. I'm a
You
good
running
boy.
from the police?
No.
I noticed someone commented on your weight loss in the last show. I agree. You look like you got a little skinnier.
Well, thank you. I honestly think it's just, I think it's this new phone holder that gives me a better angle, but I'll take it. Chuck,
What's up, bro?
tell us about, well, let's start with, I don't want to talk for you. Tell us about what you did at the Stress Factory in Bridgeport.
Yeah, let's hear this.
Oh, man. Anything that comes out of my mouth is in no way in any shape or form.
The Patreon.
Opinions of Stress Factory or anyone that works at the Stress Factory. So we got that out of the way, right?
Yeah, that's out of the way.
All right. Stress Factory is a fucking great place, man. It sucks that it just came into Connecticut at the time that it did. It was just starting to pick up.
It was though, for real, yeah.
It was fucking perfect, dude. It was a thing that Connecticut needed. I've been a fan of comedy forever, man. And when I saw the signs up for Vinny Brand Stress Factory coming to Connecticut, I was like, oh, word?
Yeah.
Need a fucking job. Like I have money coming out of places, but that dude knows how to run a club. That's a fucking great club, and he has great comics coming there all the time. And he was doing well, man. Don't get me wrong. Like I work there, and there's a bunch of fucking YouTube comics that'll sell out they'll sell out the whole place, which is like capacity. I can't divulge a number. It's a big number, and the fucking biggest losers, the biggest YouTube stars would sell the show, and people would come in there and laugh. And like now we need the fans that come there, and the fans are kind of dwindling, and they're in a tough spot right now. Now they're doing live comedy outside, and I don't know how they, let alone restaurants, are going to survive through this shit, because how can you survive through 30% of capacity when you're operating?
So he said
on a 50% overhead. Like how can you possibly, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Right. Well, you're the guy to ask. So one fact and one question. So Vinny said on Kevin's show the other week that at least in New Brunswick they're doing the tent thing. Like he spent $10,000 on tents instead of renting them.
Good night.
So I guess two things. Do you know if they're doing that in Bridgeport?
Yeah, I think they just did their first show last week with Christo Vecchio.
But where? Like I know where
at the McLevy Green.
Oh, right across the street?
Bridgeport. Yep.
All right.
Good shows. They did their first one last week with Christo Vecchio, and then I think the next one is with who do you have on there next?
Chad Zuma.
Yeah, Chad Zumach's going to sell out.
All right. And now, second thing. Well, I have many questions for you. Let's go to the next. I got many questions
for you. The shit's finally starting up. I hate it because I don't like to put shit out there that's going to die off in 2 weeks. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm not telling anybody anything that's not happening, but Bridgeport, Connecticut is happening. It's finally starting off. It's the first place you're going to see live comedy in Connecticut. So get the fuck out here. Support your club, support your comics. It's socially distanced if you're a fucking faggot. So
that's the spirit. Chuck, so again, having your experience more than normal fans in comedy, it's a hack question, but like what do you see as like being comedy the next, like say for the next year? Is it going to go back to normal in 2 months? It's going to be like this. You think it's going to have to be all outdoor bullshit for a while, underground shit?
You know what's
your personal opinion here on
my personal opinion
Patreon.
My personal opinion is true comedy will prevail.
Always.
Wow.
True comedy will prevail. Hold on, hear me out. I worked at that club.
Chick, let's have another stick.
I worked at that club for over a year, and I saw so much bullshit talent run through there. And the talent that ran through there had nothing but YouTube comments and and everybody that was laughing at it was laughing at hack-ass bullshit.
Is it true what Kevin said? You only go to Bridgeport once?
Fact.
I mean, I live in Stamford, so I know that's actually true.
What it's going to take for comedy to come back to Connecticut is true talent. All that other shit that was here before, like, everybody laughed at the YouTube.
No
one wants to see that shit.
Chuck,
Everyone wants to see.
When you say true talent, do you mean big names, or do you mean talent
as far as like opposite of what I mean?
Underground club comics, guys who have real fucking fans, not people who are just a tag along as such. Like, I know people here in my hometown that they don't know fucking comedy, they don't know a single person that's been on my show, but the minute Joe Rogan's coming into town, they're buying tickets because it's Joe Rogan type thing, right?
You're talking about like a guy from Texas moving up here and like doing shows? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. You could catch my 10-minute set here in a few days, and see what you think.
Ski Mask.
What's up, Bubba?
Talk to me a year ago, and I would say exactly like what you're saying. Like, the only guys that are gonna sell tickets are the YouTube, the fucking whoever's famous off of Facebook, MySpace, whatever. Those fucking losers that are the hacks. And
yes.
The part about working at a club was seeing these fucking hacks sell out the club with the shittiest fucking jokes, the worst.
Somebody's writing their jokes,
and everybody laughs. No one has to write the jokes. They've been pulling my Facebook status for 12 years. They have nothing. They might pull fucking comic strips out of the fucking newspaper from 12 years ago. Their jokes are shit.
Right, we know that. We know.
But because they have a Facebook following and a YouTube following, they'll get people in the seats.
Exactly, yeah.
People have an extra chromosome, and they come in there and pay the fucking ticket price because they don't know what comedy is.
Yeah, but that's
the people that watch
go on
Young
forever.
Sheldon.
Right, they just watch it, and they're
depressed.
They're
fanboys. They be depressed to work at a club and see the people that sold out the club are the least talented motherfuckers ever. They just have a social media presence, and it kind of depressed me. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, I think now more than ever, with everything shut down, like the comedy fans, the real fucking fans, need to resurface and follow their favorite guys. If they're fucking doing a show close to you, go buy tickets to that. That's the only way it can resurface. Subscribe to anything that they're fucking doing. Because at the end of the day, we're never gonna have the YouTube following and all that fanboy gay shit because we like real comedy. Period. Real comics who are writing their jokes and they go up, they do 10, 15 minutes. And we're not there to see a fucking stadium. That's just a joke in itself. There's no interaction there. You know what I mean?
And to be honest, I think that's what it's going to take to bring back comedy. The people who really give a fuck about it and the people who don't give a fuck about putting it out there.
And frankly, the real comedy fans, they're not gonna want to go back and see too many PC police at these comedy clubs, man. They want to go and hear some shit that they don't have to fucking hear when they're at the work or the day job. You know what I mean? They were going in there to enjoy their time. And that's what comedy was to begin with. They're like, oh, fuck, stand-up comedy? Let's get in there. Let's hear something that we're not going to hear anywhere else.
Yeah.
But this PC police shit, it's too much before the coronavirus. So if it comes back right after and things start picking up again, that's really got to slow down to get people back in the seats. It really does because people are tired of all this shit.
Chick, that'd be a good take. Obviously Chuck has been involved in comedy and you're a funny chick, no pun intended. But how do you feel? What do you think about comedy in general? Are you a podcaster? Are you a stand-upper? And what do you think?
Honestly, I just like funny people in general. Like, I don't like when people try to tell me that there's, and this is a very biased opinion, obviously, but it is my opinion, when people think or say that there is a formula to comedy. I just like people that are funny in general. Like, if you can make me laugh, love you. Love that. I don't give a fuck about, honestly, anything else. Like, I don't know much about comedians. I don't follow a lot of comedians, and I just genuinely like people that make me laugh. So
see, that's the type of person that I'm talking about that wants to go into a club and just wants to fucking laugh. All of us can sit around here and talk about our comics and talk about the drama on the shows. That's what we do. But this is the type of people that we cater to. You know what I mean? To make them laugh.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, if I feel like when there is a formula to things, it makes it less funny to me. Like, I like when people can just fucking do crowd work and when people can actually interact. Like, I love interaction. And that's what I love about the fact that we have this whole pandemic situation happening. Like, people are forced to just be funny with each other and do stupid shit with each other. And maybe it's not ideal for comics because they can't get paid and like that's the part that I don't like, because there are people that are very deserving of getting paid for their funny shit that they say. But at the end of the day, fuck it. Like, if you can still make people laugh, like the fucking underground shows or whatever it is, like, that's fine. We'll find a way to give these people money. We'll find a way to make them feel like they're still worthy, because who the fuck cares about anything else at the end of the day?
Chick, great opinion. I do want you to know that right in the middle of talking, Chuck here downed an airplane bottle of what looked like vodka, or is that Patron?
That's cheap 90 proof vodka.
I like it.
Some real middle Connecticut shit.
That's what I used to drink, the cheapest vodka on the shelf.
Fucking poor people shit.
Hey,
I'm also in a sweatshop right now. You notice I'm just like wiping my sweat. Like,
Chick, but I think I like it, and I think the fans are gonna like it too in the video. It really gives off a nice elegance, especially with the white background. You just opened your heart up about the way you want to fucking laugh, and that's true. I mean, that's the way 90% of the people out there feel about it.
Chick, you were at the Compound Underground stand-up shows.
Hey, Governors.
Beautiful.
Did they do anything for you? Did they? Honest opinion. We're on Patreon. Did they do anything for you? Was it just like, get your fill, or was it like this isn't the same thing? Honestly.
No, honestly, I like it more. I like it more because, from my perspective, yeah, it's more intimate, whatever. Like, it's not the same for a comedian, but for me, like, people are making me laugh, and it's actually real shit. Like, people are forced to talk about what's going on, like this fucking COVID shit.
Oh.
But yeah, like, it fucking grosses me out. But yeah, people are forced to talk about it, and I feel like we need to be at a point in time where we can joke about it and we can laugh about it, because the people like us that, I don't want to say that don't care about it, but people like us that have our own opinion, we're not the fearful people, right? So at least I can speak for myself, but we're the type of people that need to speak up. Why are the fearful people the ones that are speaking up and wearing masks and talking about all this bullshit where they're so afraid? Like, we can still have fun. We can still get together and be fucking normal people. And
she's a doctor.
Yes, she talks like she went to college.
What's college?
What the fuck is college?
Yeah, she's right.
What kind of mask are you talking about, though? You're talking about the breathing mask, correct? Or are you talking about the ski mask?
Yeah, the ski mask is hot. Like, you can
Thanks.
Whatever. But like any other mask.
Appreciate it. SMC Ski Mask Collective.
Chuck, do you have a let's do some dirt. You got some dirt on some comics, right?
Let's hear this fucking dirt.
We go. I mean,
get dirt now.
I do. It's gonna take a fucking like a rat to. There's so many bad experiences. There's so many.
Kate Quigley.
Dude, there are so many good experiences too. Fucking Sinbad is the fucking man, dude. That dude hits me up every. Hey, how's it going, brother? What you doing? When you come to LA? Like, you staying in my place? Like, what?
Somebody say dirt.
Sinbad? I had a time with Sinbad, and I was like, oh, okay, this motherfucker's never gonna hit me up again.
The guy from Lion King?
Up every month. Like, yo, dude, when we hanging out, when you come to LA, when are you staying at my crib? And then you get a fucking Marlon Wayans looking at me like I'm fucking mopping up his puke on the floor. Shut the fuck up, asshole.
Kate Quigley.
Kate Quigley. Good time.
Yeah.
Yeah. What a great time. I've never seen her titties, but I wish I would.
You haven't? I thought weren't they publicly
He's not so
posted?
much of a faggot.
She's a sweetheart. I think probably only because I had another hot girl with me.
Oh, yeah. That
Probably the
moment-
only reason
Humble brag.
she's
Humble
time of
brag.
day.
Humble brag.
But, who listens to this?
Right now, nobody, but whoever's on our Patreon.
Yes, whoever signs up for the first episode of the Patreon.
Give us some deets. Give us
Dirt,
some
dirt,
nuts.
dirt,
This is
dirt,
the
dirt,
first
dirt,
Patreon.
dirt.
No. We had fun. She's a sweetheart. We had a good time. She's willing to hang out with the fans and
In the hotel room, or?
yeah.
Yes. All right.
Good girl. Good.
Nothing like you.
Uh-huh. Did you order a pizza?
Key to the heart, McDonald's.
Did you get a McDouble?
I got a McDouble. It was completely unbelievable.
Did you bring the bubble bath?
She brought a bomb bath.
Okay.
Oh, Mom.
She let it settle before we got.
Right. Yes, she let it.
I think she's from the West Coast, you know.
Yes. Did you? How many
Double
candles?
those influence.
1 or 2 candles? How many candles?
2.
2 candles. Okay.
Dude.
Did you put the "Do Not Disturb" sign on the door?
No, I put it in my nose.
Hey, all right, there it is. Woo!
Mission accomplished.
Where's the dirt?
Nah, Kate was cool. Dude, Chris Kattan could suck a fucking dick.
Okay.
I've heard that from multiple people.
Yes,
and
Chris
it's
Kattan.
cute.
Okay, I'll tell you the worst people I've ever had to deal with. Chris Kattan, Marlon Wayans to suck my dick.
That's the name of the Patreon, by the way.
Marlon Wayans to suck my dick.
Yes.
Stinky.
Why don't you
Yeah.
That's the leading candidate right now.
That's the.
I already talked too much shit.
That's all right. You're in it. You're in it, Chuck.
I don't think Marlon Wayans. I think he'll be all right.
I think Marlon Wayans will be just fine without
I
fucking.
I could think of an initial that won't be happy with what I'm saying.
That's all
Go
right.
ahead. It's Patreon behind the table.
Well, David Tell, an angel. What a fucking angel that guy was. And he wasn't fake at all. He was so quick with anything anyone had to say. He came back so fast. It wasn't scripted. David Tell is a true genius.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Genius. I've never experienced anything like that in my life. Like that guy was on point the whole time.
Yeah, never met him, but for
And
sure, one of my
suck a
first
dick,
favorite
faggot.
comedians.
Chris Kattan can suck a fucking dick. Marlon Wayans, shut the fuck up.
Fuck Marlon Wayans.
Fuck Chris
Rusty
Kattan.
Kid,
Fuck Chad Zumach.
Fuck Jack Zumock.
Who?
Kate Quigley is good.
Yes.
Wait, Chad Zumbach.
Sinbad is the man.
Who's Chad Zumbach?
Vinny
and
Brand. Did you like him as co-host?
Oh my God! Stop.
Did you even listen to those episodes?
Vinny Brand is he's an amazing human being. If anyone talks shit about him, like go fuck yourselves, man. He brought comedy to Connecticut, and he brought it here in a good way. And God damn it, dude, the guy's a genius. I don't care what anyone fucking says about him. He is a goddamn genius. He came to Connecticut and brought a club here, and he's had one in Jersey for 30 years, but he came to this club, and he's fucking deaf, and he could do crowd work for 30 minutes. It's fucking retarded. Vinny Brand is a genius. Have you seen his wife? Smoke show.
Yeah.
Smoke show.
Smoke shows like funny guys.
Vinny Brand is doing everything right. If anyone talks shit about Vinny Brand, then you don't know the fucking deal. That's a businessman. He's everything all in one. He's not
There you go.
a good comedian.
Have
He's
it.
a businessman. He's a showman.
Yeah.
He does everything right.
Papa Brand.
Good man right there. And if you're living in Connecticut or if you're living in New York and you haven't seen the Stress Factory yet, then you gotta get the fuck out of
Get your fucking asses out to the Stress
You're
Factory.
missing out.
Get your ass out.
You're missing
Buy your
out.
tickets. Get out there.
Is it open? Like, what's the status with that?
It's open. I got it. They're open like
No,
for
actually,
outdoors
like,
now.
I'm actually asking.
Yeah, I thought,
I'm
gentlemen.
actually telling you. Yeah, they're all brown shit.
All right, brother.
What the hell was that?
What?
Did you just say? Did you just scream "oh" into the mic?
Yeah, was that bad?
Oh no, that's fine.
Oh.
I thought that was a sound bite. I thought that was like you had a soundboard. I was getting my.
Wait, hold on.
You get a soundboard for Patreon.
Would you like soundboards? I just turned down the idea.
Soundboard.
I just turned down the idea of a soundboard.
I've always loved soundboards.
Yeah, I thought it was hacked too, so maybe I should.
I love it. That's why it's great. Who cares? It's retarded.
Okay, yeah.
It's dumb.
I love a soundboard. I love to include, big blings and dings. What is whatever. Jim.
Listen here, Ski Mask.
Ski Mask. Oh my God,
the color,
Mr. Mask. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I did not like the green, the gray. It was okay. The pink though, I just fell in love.
What's underneath that Nike though?
The pinks.
Damn. Yes, Ski Mask. You didn't take your shirt off the other day.
I did after you guys got off the show, but yeah, I'll do it. Why not?
Oh.
Are we all doing it?
It's caught up on my mic cord, motherfucker. All right. Ski Mask Collective. Now this is the second episode in a row where the Fanooks take the shirts off and they get ready to talk the shit. All right. Now Jim's got a beautiful hat. Look at you guys, full chest pieces. Me, 15 years old, I got this chest piece. I was barred out, and I woke up with it. And I said, "Please God, don't tell me it's fucking real." And it was, and it's still here. And yeah, so it sucks. What are you gonna do? You know what I mean? I mean, at the end of the day, what the fuck are you gonna do?
Jim definitely lost weight.
Yeah, Jim looks fucking tight right there.
The angle, and I worked out today.
You did work out.
Purposely, you knew you were taking your shirt off. You're like, yeah.
Yeah, no, he's like, we're doing Patreon. Doing Patreon first episode. Take your shirts off.
He got on the trailer with Larry Bay first thing in the morning.
I saw Larry today. I saw old Larry. I stopped by old Aunt Mead's house today.
Did you?
That's quite a workout if you fucking train to get your food stamps.
This guy gets it.
It's all right.
Thank God my brother's on this podcast because I have the excuse to not take my shirt off and make you guys be like, oh, little titties.
Oh, yeah. We could have been like, oh, first Patreon. Woo!
I got more tits than you do.
Instead, it's just a bunch of lonely dudes taking up his shirts for the first Patreon. Love it.
Gonna die?
Huh?
Oh.
You guys got
dropped off real quick, didn't
you? You guys got I know.
Faggot.
Well, look, he's never broke the top 200. And Jim, I was thinking about this. If he wants us to release the real names, I want to see his Patreon numbers because if he's saying how many fucking listeners he has on Patreon, there's no fucking reason his show shouldn't get more listens than my show. No reason.
Yeah.
It's a lie. It's a fluctuated number.
I saw that.
I've been in the top 200 for a few weeks. So the fact that he's not in the top 200 tells me that he's lying about those numbers. So that's all right. What else?
Has that been negotiated? Because I saw something about the free throw contest, this alleged free throw contest that's still up in the air. There's a lot of drama surrounding it, and a lot of people are talking about it.
Right.
Okay? A lot of people, more people than you ever think.
Yes.
More people than you ever know. So many people, black people.
The best. The
Spanish
blacks.
people.
I love the blacks. They're talking.
Unbelievable. The chink people are great.
The best people.
They're all talking about it. So if I lose, if I win, when I win, fuck you. When I win, he has to produce his Patreon numbers.
Yes.
Wait, enlighten me. Win what?
A free throw competition and an IQ test. An IQ test must be performed.
I mean, that's in the bag. I mean, I'm like a 130, I think.
Now, speaking of Chad, I mean, look, Chad's got a lot going on.
Not a big deal at all.
Right. OVO Cool Cat in the house. We're just talking Chad right now, OVO. What the
way?
Yes, OVO. How's it going? Sorry,
hey,
there's 3 shirtless
OVO
guys.
Cool Cat here.
Yeah. Woo! Fire it up. First Patreon episode. You thought we can't run out of guests on this show. All right?
OVO Cool Cat.
Yeah.
There he is. Wow, what an honor. The legend himself.
Yup. Hey, there's that guy. Oh, there it is. The guy that
there it is.
Mangione. He was the one rubbing. Jim Stansel was rubbing his leg.
Yeah. We got him both.
Me rubbing his leg.
I love that. I love
That's
that.
me rubbing his leg.
I know. I see it.
Been in the news a hell of a lot with all the MLC stuff. Do you have a State of the Union address you'd like to give out before we ask questions?
I don't even know what to say. I just I thought Kevin forgot about me, to be honest. I thought that, you know, he was done with me and all this shit. Then he brought me up to chat a billion times about Chad blocking everyone. And to be honest, I just don't like Chad. I don't even give
Nobody does, OVO.
Yeah,
Nobody likes Chad.
I think he's a mental case, and
Yes.
I don't even give a fuck if he blocks people, to be honest. I think he should block more people.
Chad Zoom block.
Yeah, I block people, and but I had to unblock one guy today.
Pickle?
Oh yeah.
Good. They wouldn't shut the fuck up about it. I'm glad you unblocked him.
Yeah. Well, fuck him. You know. The thing is, that guy goes after me. It's like, how the fuck are you gonna go after me? Like, going after me is like so fucking 2019.
Right. Yeah, it's 2020 here.
Yeah,
why are you going after the fans? Let's fucking move on. We got new co-hosts on MLC, all right? There's a whole new show dedicated to what's going on out there.
How the fuck are you gonna go after me? Yeah.
Even though you sound like a faggot yellow Power Ranger,
No!
I agree with you, OVO. You've been preaching nothing but the best since the day this started. Fuck Dad, what a faggot. OVO, cool cat in the house. Woo!
Yeah. Now, OVO, now this is what gets me. You were supposed to do an appearance on Kevin's show. Kevin had promoted it, talked about it, and everybody thought it was happening. You were supposed to get on and give your word on the whole Chad situation. That never happened. Did he just stop responding? Did he just never come around to doing it? Or was he like, fuck it, I'm done with SMC, I'm done with Barry Ribs, I'm done with OVO Cool Cat, I'm done with all my original fans, and he's kind of pushing the show? Where do you think Kevin has an agenda, like a plan that's going on here? Or Kevin knows what he's doing, or is he just throwing all the fans away and doesn't really know? I mean, it's hard for us to decipher what's going on out there.
No, I don't think he's throwing the fans away. I just think that he is kind of right. He's like, I would not be doing this, like any of these shows, if like comedy was still going on, and I'm kind of like selling myself out here and just doing anything at this point. I kind of got to like rate myself at a higher level. But the thing about it is that Kevin has always been cool with his fans, so it's kind of like it's not really out of character for him. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that he's really throwing us to the side. I just think he's kind of taking a break right now.
Okay.
And I'm not really even messaging him really about it. I haven't messaged him once about it.
Yeah, I mean, it died down within about a week's time. People stopped talking about it.
Yeah, it died down. So I haven't even messaged him about it. And yeah, that's about it. You know, you can't really bother him, because if you keep on bothering him, he's just going to be like, no, you're
a
star fucker, you know?
Yeah,
like Chad, I think Chad emails him every single time to get on his show. Like,
he's got to. I mean, Chad's got nothing going on. It's crazy out there. Now, what is the word on getting J-Mac on my show? He has not read my message yet. I'm trying to actively get J-Mac, the porn star, on my show. OVO's helping me out with this, and he has not responded yet.
Well, you know, I think every girl is going to end up having scoliosis here real soon, walking with a hunch like that.
It's crazy what that man does.
Right here
now, Chuck, are you familiar with the J-Mac?
Huh?
Are you familiar with J-Mac, the porn star?
No, I'm not. I just love OVO. I think his list speaks words of fucking gaydom. He needs to lick an asshole.
He definitely wants to suck his dick.
Who?
OVO, I'm sorry.
Chuck, you want to suck OVO's dick? Is that what chick is that what? Okay.
His own sister said she wants to suck his dick. So.
Now, Chuck, how do you feel about that? Your sister's selling you out to another fan of the show, OVO Cool Cat. Yes.
I'll rip that off and fuck your throat until you love me.
Listen, that's for the OnlyFans, Chuck. Chuck, that is for the OnlyFans. We know this, okay?
OVO, do you care to take your shirt off?
OVO, take your shirt off on a podcast right now.
No, that's gore, man.
Gore? I bet you don't have a shitty tribal tattoo. I mean, I've taken my shirt off on the podcast.
Nope. No shirts off, man. If anything, I'll put more clothes on.
Oh, really? So what kind of, do you have a trench coat?
So you can afford air conditioning.
He lives in Albuquerque. I hope he can afford air conditioning.
He's doing well.
Air, man. We actually have had Florida weather in the past few years here. Like, it's humid as fuck out here now.
Right. What do you?
Was it unfunny and said "rack me" every day?
Yeah. Brutal. Fucking brutal. What is that? Where did they even get that? I don't. Every time he says it, I'm like, ugh. I gotta pull the headphones out.
Jim Rome used to say "rack 'em."
Yeah, but he was probably good at saying it.
That's even the worst part. That's it. The worst part is he
stole it.
He has to take someone else's fucking line and destroy it.
How fucking cringy is that to be into Jim Rome? Like, if you're listening to sports talk, you probably were never able to fucking play sports in your whole entire life. So now that's what you do is you listen to sports radio all
Get him, OVO! Get him!
So fucking gay.
Yeah, I mean, just take one look at him and you could tell he's never fit a fucking uniform. I mean, it's crazy.
OVO, air it out. Who else do we got? You have a lot of beef going on.
Yes, he's got beef.
Air it out. This is our first Patreon. Let's go.
First Patreon episode.
Something here.
Do I have who else do I have beef with?
I don't know.
What do you think about now you're on good terms with Artie Klein at the moment, right? What do you think about his disassociation with my show?
I don't know. I think he's just kind of being a troll. You kind of got to give into him a little bit and follow all his demands. But
he's a nobody, right? He's got demands.
Wait a minute.
He's got, 37 followers or something like that, right? Or is that having?
I think he's from Arizona. He might be a plastic surgeon. I think he's giving some girls out there fake tits.
I think he's a woman.
He's probably doing God's work. But no, I like Artie Klein. I think he's the only guy that likes me. I just think, I kind of disagree with Artie Klein on some of his views of guests, but.
Jim, your input?
I have a question.
Go ahead, Jim.
This is a direct question, OVO, and this is Patreon. I want a goddamn fucking answer, you piece of shit. Are you Artie Klein?
No.
What?
No.
What? Jim, where does that come from? Did somebody present that theory before?
I had my own conspiracy theory. I'm not going to lie.
Now, let's go ahead and let's get into this. Who is Rodney Bull, OVO? Your thoughts?
Rodney, I have no idea who. Everyone thinks I'm these fake fucking profiles. You know what? I'll give you guys who my fake profile is, okay?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Wow.
I will give you guys. This is Patreon only, okay?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I can't believe I'm going to do this. Okay.
Let's do it! Joe Exotic.
I was Bobby Riggs on Twitter.
Oh!
I was the reason why Barry got on Twitter.
Oh my God.
Yeah. What happened to Bobby Riggs?
He went away and he accomplished his job. He got Barry on Twitter. That's who I was. I will say that. I was Bobby Riggs. That was the
right. Love it. Big stories here on Patreon.
Rodney Bull.
Breaking fucking news.
Rodney Bull, I have no idea who that guy is. I think I remember him from the Brian McCarthy interview show.
Yes, so boy, who does Chad hate? Chad hates Brian McCarthy. Chad hates SMC. So why not hop in both the chat rooms? Because the only time that Rodney Bull was never in my chat room was on a Friday night live show when Chad was doing stand-up. That's the only time Rodney didn't show up in the chats.
I don't think he's Chad either. I think he's just some troll.
Just some asshole?
Yeah. Because
we need Joe Exotic to actively get on it because whoever it is talking a lot of noise about people that Chad hates, like Chrissy Mayer.
Who?
Rodney Bull.
Fuck that faggot. I'll take care of it.
Patreon only. All right, Jim.
OVO, what do you think of the I can't believe we have OVO here. Real,
this is great.
OG MLC. I love it. I just paid homage to you earlier.
OVO cool cat here.
Chick, I hope you're entertained.
Do you think Kevin will ever do Collins again?
Oh, like burning bridges?
Yeah, so you can say, OVO cool, get here, and he can groan.
Probably not. I don't think so, man. I don't think so.
I remember back in the day when I would call the show and I'd be waiting to get on and I would hear, go ahead, caller. And I would think it was me because you always heard that little click pause and you knew you were coming on. And then I hear, hey, it's OVO Cool Cat. I'm like, fuck, there goes 6 minutes. Then I got to wait to hope to get my turn.
They would pick
hold on. Oh, if you guys don't mind me interacting, OVO, what the fuck have you been up to?
It's been what's the day in the life?
I've just been.
Go behind the curtain here.
Oh.
Wait, what?
Real quick.
I just been working.
Behind the curtain. How is OVO Cool Cat's life going?
I just been working at Chipotle, man.
Yeah. Oh, that's what Chad said. Chad said you worked at Chipotle.
No, that wasn't even Chad. That was Aunt Mead that said that.
Oh, it was. Yeah, on the show. Yeah. I remember that one. That was right after the appearance.
Don't keep track of whatever people are saying on Twitter, please.
Yeah, dude, it makes no sense.
That was on here, actually. That was actually on here.
Yeah.
And a listener. What a fucking guy.
Yes, OVO loves the show. We talk often. Man. Yeah.
Yeah, I listen every single time. I haven't finished the last episode still, but I'll get on it. But yeah, no, I'm a fucking fan, bro.
Appreciate that,
Wow.
OVO. We
We're
love
gonna
it when
get-
you call
Yo.
in.
Hey, OVO, you gotta get out of that fucking West Coast bullshit and come to the East Coast.
He's not in West Coast. He's in New Mexico. It's the
Yeah,
desert,
it's
man.
totally different.
Yeah,
I was kidding.
sounds like a bag of dicks.
It does suck there.
Sounds like
It-
I want to come.
Hey, okay. Patreon only. Patreon.com/skimasshost.
Nah, it does fucking suck. But you know what? At least I have Artie Klein down here with me and a ski mask host, man.
Well, I am in the piney woods, not
We're-
close to the desert. I think it would take me 12 hours to get to where you are by car, OVO.
all right.
Texas is
Well,
big.
Texas is like everywhere. to
It's
me.
853 miles across state.
Yeah.
Wait.
Okay.
Yeah, it's huge.
Well, you know,
Two podcast fans around him 1,000 miles away. Good.
Yeah, exactly. And
Yup,
when everybody on the East Coast could just take a
What
train.
a sweet guy.
No time. What a nice guy. No for no. No for no.
exactly. So, do you think that Chad passed the test and is going to be Kevin's new co-host?
I can't wait.
I've never
for it. Well,
passed
there's
any
no
fucking
test.
kind of test.
There's no test. Look, Kevin wants to make the show as easy as he can right now, and Chad's just available all the time. So that's as simple as that. You know what I mean? He's got nothing else going on. He's down there living with Gladwell Ape. Kevin doesn't do his show on Friday nights. The only time Chad has anything interesting going on, working a club like Side Splitters, and
Yeah.
who knows how long he'll be working there, according to some fans. So we know. I don't know. What the
Yeah. I think Chad basically just shows up to the Side Players Club every night, and they have no one to do comedy. So they're
Yeah.
like, I'll do it, and he raises his hand.
Yeah. He's like, oh,
Barry Ribs of Florida.
He's the
Ooh.
Barry Ribs of Florida. Exactly.
Wow.
Chad is Barry Ribs of the Florida State. The Sunshine State sees the new Barry Ribs. You like my song? You guys got quiet.
I love
like
Barry,
it.
man.
I love Barry too.
Stancil,
We got
I just switched to your screen and I saw me looking all hot behind you.
no, yeah.
Yeah, that's why you're there.
Chuck, you drank the
No, I-
vodka. Now you're looking at yourself.
Yeah, I am looking at
Yes.
myself. I think I look pretty fucking hot. I'd
Good.
fuck myself. I'd fuck myself before I fucked OVO Cool Cat. Then I'd fuck him too. Little faggot.
Dude, you cannot say
God.
that about the fan.
OVO, don't get offended.
You have to You have to
Don't
say.
get offended. He just wants to suck your dick.
Yeah, he just wants to blow you over.
Okay,
And
Wow.
eat your ass.
Gay
and all.
shit,
Like,
faggot.
Wow.
like
Chick, have you been entertained by all of everything that's going on tonight? I hope.
still sweating, but very entertained.
Are you sweating because it's hot? Or are you sweating because of what's going on in the room?
Everything.
I
It's
mean,
like,
She
whoa,
understands the rape that's about to take
a
place.
lot.
oh my god.
I gotta give it up for Ski Mask host though, because Kevin might have shit on you on the last episode, but let me tell you one thing where you surpassed him in. You already have more girl fans than he does, so that
I was saying that on the last show. I said, oh, more girls in live comments.
Allah, get him. Knock him in. All right.
Especially when he takes his mask off, like, hey,
Yeah, you like that?
how you
Sebastian,
doing?
Chick, we'll talk later.
there's a look over your shoulder.
What? What are you laughing at?
Looking over your shoulder.
He's
Give me
the vodka's
Hey, you're
really
still
taking
gay.
its toll.
I know. Is it the vodka, or did you also sneak a weed gummy or anything like that? Maybe a nerd's rope?
What you talking about, faggot?
Yeah.
OVO,
yo,
Yo.
off the top of your head,
Over
great
your
question
cool
for you.
faggot.
Favorite, off the top of your head now. I know you can think about this all day. I'm the same boat. Favorite MLC/BB/Kevin Brennan moment
Me?
so far.
shit. Off the top of my head, it's probably the spilling the tea moment.
I
That
was
was
there
good.
for that.
I was
Yeah,
watching
you
that
were-
live.
All time.
Oh my god, I laughed so hard at that. I was
Yeah.
watching that show live. You were there, Jim? I didn't know that.
I was there that day. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was
No wonder he was
fucking
spilling the tea. He was looking at your
hilarious.
body. You probably had your shirt off. He goes, "Oh shit."
Now,
I think
who's
that
the
was
best
day I
co-host?
sat in because the fucking Alan Fuchs couldn't make it, and I was there with
I
my
think-
pink sweatshirt.
I think it
What a
was.
faggot.
I think it was.
Yeah.
It was, yeah.
And
So who-
momentous day.
Who are your guys' favorite co-hosts?
Brian, unfortunately.
Brian, right?
Yes, he was the
Fucking
best.
Brian.
I listened to
Jim
every,
Martinez. Jim
let me-
Martinez.
Jimmy Martinez is real. He's up there. I
I'll
don't
put
even
it
know
this
if he
way.
can
I'll
do
put
that
it this
time,
way.
though.
When Lenny was on, I would wait and I'd catch the episode when I had time. When Brian was on, I was trying to everything I could to listen live, try to call in live. I wanted to hear exactly when shit was happening, and I didn't want to see it on Twitter after the fact. That was-
Exactly.
I used my PTO to leave work early many a time when Brian was co-host. I will say Brian was my favorite co-host because, and that's the whole show, which I know everybody here gets, but you need a co-host that Brian could piss Kevin off in so many ways, which is the whole fucking show.
Yes. I mean, he would get him going even if he, yeah. I mean, it doesn't take a lot to get Kevin going, but he would keep him on a roll. It's not like he would have. Huh?
Hanson, I hate how I'm over your shoulder.
You're so rapey.
I'm so rapey.
You know what? The vodka does make you look a little rapey because when you're like you're staring at.
Give me one more.
It's the vodka. The
I feel like that's his natural well-being. Like,
the natural well-being of the vodka.
God
Right.
damn.
Hell yeah, dude.
All right, you guys want to wrap this first Patreon up with some questions? Jim, do you have any more questions for OVO Cool Cat? Anybody else in the room have questions?
I mean, I could go all night, really.
Fuck it. What time is it? No, we're an hour 30. Well, no, wait. Did we start at like 10 after? We're an hour 15, right? Chick's like,
wow.
She's had to pee this whole time.
Yeah,
no, I'm so dehydrated. I've been drinking all day. Don't have to pee anymore.
That's the spirit.
Oh, now there is rumors out there, Jim, that Chick here actually started on the Trulies instead of the White Claws. That's true.
Is that true? I don't know.
What happened was when I went to the liquor store, they only had a 6-pack of White
Claw.
Claws.
Liquor store?
Liquor store. Bullshit. Fuck that. They had a 24-pack of Trulies, and I was like, I'm in. Let's go. So here we are.
I love it. Chick, you're a great guest. TJ had a great recommendation as you being guest. You'll be back on the show.
Oh my God.
Your favorite thing about Ski Mask, Chick? Go.
When you're not wearing the mask.
I love it. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I love it. Love it. Chuck, your thoughts?
God bless. Hallelujah.
This is so good.
Religious all of a sudden.
You know what? You know what? This gives me an idea. I know Legion of Skanks does it, but there's a shit ton of people in the background, and it's kind of annoying after a while. I don't.
You guys want to do drugs or what?
Tomorrow's my 1 year sober from alcohol. I want to do a fucking drunk show where I'm just hosting, and everybody on the fucking show gets trashed.
No, Ski Mask. You know what you got to do?
What?
You know what you gotta do? You gotta relive that moment where you did Xanax and drank alcohol and like fucking fell over and was
and I hit my head.
Yeah.
I'll go through it right. I'll do it right now.
You gotta do that, man.
I'll take the camera in there and I'll show where I hit my head. Oh shit! The camera won't reach that far. Wait a second. I think I can.
And we do butt stuff and we do that. OVO's definitely fucking.
What is Chuck? Chuck, you're not coming off as a fan of OVO. Are you really saying
No,
you
I
don't
like
like
OVO.
it?
You do whatever you want.
I know, Chuck. I know you like OVO, but if somebody were listening to this podcast, they'd be like, "Wow, Chuck really doesn't have a keen eye for OVO."
Sounds gay. I don't know what.
OVO does not sound. I bet OVO cleans. Yo, I bet OVO cleans fucking house down there in Albuquerque.
Okay.
Look at this shirt.
It's just the voice. It's just the voice.
The service is better than he did.
Wait, what services?
I said I'll dust the surfaces better than you do. You know how you dust a surface of a house? You have to take everything off, okay? Let me tell you how to clean the surface of a house.
It's called a detail.
You have to take everything off and then dust it, then put it back on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, I'm like a Mexican man, bro. I know how to do it.
Yeah. So basically what you're telling me, Chuck, is when the camera's not rolling, you got a duster in hand. Who knows what kind of music you got going? I don't even want to think about that. And
how many dicks are you sucking too?
It's like what do I call it? Linkin Park, Kill Myself. Is that the name of the track?
Hey, calm down.
Yes.
That was on the delay.
Mm-hmm. All right. Plugs. Anybody plugging anything? I mean, we're just enjoying the Patreon. Sign up for the Patreon. I mean, the only reason you're hearing this is you're already signed up, right? Isn't that the way it fucking works? Now, Jim, what do you think? This will be past the point. What do you think about the tier levels here? What are we going to do?
Wow. Well, you're the brains. I'm just an idiot that shows up.
Okay. All right.
But I don't know. We're a podcast of the people, so definitely have a nice and cheap option.
There will be
And
a
then
cheap option.
maybe we do another one. I love the man on the street stuff. I'll do my bullshit impressions that Teamster Tim always requests. Maybe we'll do something for a $10 level.
Yeah,
who the
I'll
fuck
also be updating the Patreon stuff. I got multiple videos of me out in the field doing crazy shit with a ski mask on that I haven't posted. I went scuba diving with this fucking thing on. I'll post that. Not scuba diving, actually. I put on goggles and went deep underwater and swam with fish with the ski mask. I still have the video of me interviewing protesters about Dos Equis. Got some other shit. I got a video of me stealing a TV. The original video of me, I went and show how to properly rob a gas station. That's actually on the YouTube. If you scroll all the way down, that's on there. It's good.
Bitches on my Instagram will love that. I
What?
got you.
For real?
Oh my God!
Plug your Instagram.
Yes, chick. I will follow you on Instagram, my private account, and maybe you could get me hooked up with some of your friends because I will be up in that area July 31st.
I've been trying to find that shit out for years.
Yes. All right.
OVO.
Yeah.
Plugs.
Yeah, I'm looking at OVO.
Just follow me at OVOCoolCat666 on Twitter.
All right.
Thank you, OVO.
I love it. OVO, we love you. Jim, your plugs.
Okay.
I mean, not Jim. Chuck, your plugs.
Chuck, my plug. Plug my ass on Tinder. Fuck. I got nothing to give for you guys.
Follow Chuck. What's your Twitter?
Follow Chuck Mingo.
I don't even know my Twitter because it's been deleted fucking 12 times.
It's Chuck Mangione, isn't it?
No, it's not.
Blue
It's not. I think it's
Blue Snake
brown
69.
Oh.
Blue_snake 69, and maybe you'll find me there.
Thank you for drinking on the show, Chuck. You have been a great pleasure to have. I'm glad you finally got to make your appearance and on the first Patreon. So thank you for that. Chick, you were recommended to do the show by Mr. Teamster Tim himself. Great recommendation, TJ. I love it. Your plugs, your thoughts of the show. Let's go.
Good times.
I love
Perfect.
it. Jim, your plugs.
That's it. The usual. At Stancil Jim. That's Stancil with a C. Fuck you.
Hey, fuck you. All right, everybody. If you're watching the YouTubes normally and you signed up for this, be sure to go rate the podcast for me. We got we need to get those numbers up. Rate the podcast. Give it the 5 stars. Whatever. Give it a 1 star. Leave a fucking hateful.
But during the
you know what? Rate it 5 stars and just leave a hateful message so I can laugh every day. And I love you guys. All right. Thanks for tuning in. First Patreon. It's going to be historic. I mean, what's next? What the fuck is next?
Wow.
Find out after this. I have no friends. Please, let's hang out.
Yeah. Let me stop.